Hey guys, welcome back. Just wanted to give you guys an update on the garden. It is flourishing. It is doing so good. This is the end of July. Just wanted to give you guys an update. This is how it's looking. I'm loving it. If you guys have been following the playlist, you guys have seen all the herbs that I've been growing here and vegetables. We got vegetables over there, a row of carrots. They're doing really well. Look at how green that is, guys. It's insane. So I'm loving this. This is great. These are my cayenne chili peppers. We haven't seen anything yet. Now that, what I got hanging off the fence there, those are my 4 cucumbers that I've been growing. So come to find out, they actually weren't the right ones for cooking and chopping up and eating as a vegetable. They were actually pickling cucumbers. And they're not supposed to get very big as you grow them, from what I learned. You're actually supposed to just let them get to like a certain size, like, I don't know, maybe about as big as my hand or so. Maybe a little bit longer than that. But dude, I let them go and I was pulling off like 5 to 6 big, like they look like a regular sized cucumber. You're not supposed to let them get that big. So that's where I screwed up, but we just trial and error. We weren't sure what they were, but we planted them and yeah, we come to find out that they were actually pickling cucumbers. So the other angle of the garden, oh, see, like right there. See that cucumber? So that's about the right size for pickling. We're actually gonna pick that. And I have to move the cage around a little bit. So what I also wanted to say was I'm gonna go ahead and cut this back a bit. I probably shouldn't do that as far as growing cucumbers goes, but I need to because it's just taking up way too much space. And it's kind of overflowing the garden. So there's some, there's some tending that I gotta do to the garden for cutting back on certain herbs and vegetables. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Also, this guy right here, this is my comfrey leaf. It's been kind of growing just like a weed, but this herb is so good for regenerative properties, helping with broken bones, torn muscles, healing the skin and stuff. You bruise the leaf, you can literally put it up into a wound, mix with some cayenne, it'll help stop and cauterize the wound and help heal the wound. This also helps to remove scar tissue, and I'm just telling you guys this stuff off the top of my head, but there's probably at least 100 more things that this herb does. But the problem is with this herb, it's not so much a bad problem. Not so much a bad problem, but it does tend to overgrow, and it tends to overgrow, so it's best to just cut it back a bit. So I'm probably going to be trimming these lower leaves up. I'll probably pull off the bigger leaves. Those are great to save and harvest. And I'll be able to use those fresh, or maybe even dry them out, make them into some sort of a, I don't know, dry sifted comfrey leaf powder. All right, and lastly, what I've been using to help promote the soil and help these wonderful plants grow is a compost oil. This was made from scratch and pressed by my friend who helped me build this garden. If you guys watch the playlist, you guys will see where it's at now in this video, but you guys can also see where I started and what we did when we were putting everything together. But thanks to this compost oil, guys, I attribute it to just how well the growth is right now and how big my herbs and my vegetables are getting right now. So same with my my harvest and my cucumbers. But this is a compost oil. It's highly concentrated. I actually have to dilute it in one of those buckets with water, and then I just throw it on the plot. The other thing too is I attribute the zeolite that we use to mix in with the soil, and then mixing it in with the sod, flipping the sod upside down, and then going from there. As you can see, I always have grass in here, so it's the one weed I can't get rid of, but I'm keeping up with it pretty good. So we're doing well this year. I think I'm gonna have a good harvest. We'll see how August does, and you guys stay tuned for that. But I wanted to give you guys a heads up on what I'm gonna do for the garden in the future, what I'm gonna cut back on, what's changing, and then this is what we have so far. It's looking great. For the record, this compost oil, it's so concentrated, it stinks. It's really bad, but it's been helping the garden flourish, and you just have to dilute it in, say, a bucket of water, and then just spritz it around and dump it as you need to. Soak it in the roots where you want it to grow, get it in the parts of the plot where you want it to grow. You could even do it for the grass here, things like that. So yeah, that's what I've been using, and this is my harvest so far. All right, you guys, that is it for the video. If you're just finding me on YouTube, HerbGuy, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.